Hey followers, what's up? Today we're going to be playing a little game I saw and love from the Super Carlin Brothers channel. I'll leave a link in the description to go and watch that. Go and watch these, they're amazing. It's called Google Autofill. And this version is Does Sherlock Google Autofill? So I'll explain this game to you in case you haven't seen it on the other channel. Basically, I go into Google and I type "does Sherlock" and then each letter of the alphabet. Google autofills the question and I answer it. I'm just going by BBC Sherlock, that's the only one I've seen. That's a lie. I have seen the first 20 minutes of the second Robert Downey Jr. and I've read some of the illustrated books, but we're not talking about them today, we're just talking about the BBC Sherlock. That's my favourite. So, without further ado, let's get on with this. A. Does Sherlock and Irene get together? No. They have a one-night stand before Irene is sent into hiding by Mycroft. That is not the same thing as getting together. Although many people theorise they do, but that's just fan theories. B. Does Sherlock BBC have Asperger's? I personally like this one because I have Asperger's and I actually had to go back and rewatch this episode. We watched the episode Hounds of Baskerville because apparently this is where it's mentioned. But I wasn't aware, I hadn't heard it, so I went back and watched it, and yes, he does. It is canological that he does, as it is said by Dr. John Watson in a conversation with Technophectic Greg Lestrade in the previously mentioned episode Hounds of the Baskerville. So yes, he does. Woo for Asperger's. Woo! Sorry. C. Does Sherlock catch Moriarty? No. He beats him. He doesn't catch him. Sherlock wins the game, but Moriarty runs away. And then shoots his own brains out. And then he shoots his own brains out and Writing Back falls. But then he comes back in his last will, so we don't actually know if he's back or not. It's all very complicated. Watch the show, people. It's amazing. D. Does Sherlock die? Does Sherlock die? That's a very good question. Yeah, well, sort of. He doesn't die. He doesn't die when he jumps off the top right of St. Bartholomew's Hospital, or in the originals off the top of Writing Back Falls. But he does die eventually in the books of old age after retiring and going to Sussex, live in a cottage and keep bees. Which is totally referenced in his last film by Janine. Woo! What's up, book reference? Go get us. I mean, but of course he dies of old age, he's not immortal. That'd be awesome though. But he's not. And neither's Benedict Cumberbatch, unfortunately. E. Does Sherlock end up with Molly? No. Well, he hasn't yet anyway. Molly's not in the original books, so we have no idea what they're planning. And the show's not been cancelled yet, so there's still hope for the Sherlockians. F. Does Sherlock fall in love? No, again, not yet. But Stephen and Mark are not yet finished, so we never know. G. Does Sherlock get paid? No. He does it for the thrill of it and the high. But John won't let him turn down the money if it's offered, like in The Blind Banker. But he definitely doesn't get paid for it. But he definitely doesn't get paid by the yard. He just gets off on it. I mean, as Sally said, he doesn't get paid for this, you know. He just does it. It gets him high, I think. But one day, examining the body won't be enough. One day we'll be standing on a body and it'll be Sherlock Holmes who put it there. Misquotation, I know it is, but very close to the actual thing. H. Does Sherlock Holmes have a brother? Very creative then, Google, very creative. And yes, he does. His name is Mycroft. And there's also potentially a second brother who we don't know anything about apart from Mycroft had to send him away. Mycroft is a man that works that's practically the British government, and in BBC he's portrayed by co-creative show Mark Gatiss, and yeah, he's very important. There was nothing for I. So, Jai, does Sherlock jump off a building? Yes, he does. He jumps off the top of St Bartholomew's Hospital in Reichenbach Falls, episode 3, season 2, to save his friends and destroy Moriarty. Yay. But then he makes everyone think he's dead, which is sad. Yeah. Sorry, lighting's a bit iffy in my room. Okay. Does Sherlock kiss Moriarty? Yes and no. Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Sherlock, kissed Andrew Scott, who plays Moriarty, for a scene. But the character's kiss was only in the mind of a member of the Empty House Club, which was a club created by Philip Anderson after Sherlock died because he was upset and blamed himself because he's an idiot and he told everyone Sherlock was fake and he wasn't. And that's why Sherlock had to jump, sort of, kind of. So he blamed himself for Sherlock's death, so he created this fan theory and this fan club as to how Sherlock didn't die. Yeah, Anderson's insane, says the Sherlockian. L. Is that right? Oh, yeah, L. Does Sherlock like John? As a friend? Absolutely. As a lover? I very much doubt it. Because, well, they're trying to stick to the books. Although they've not killed Mary, so, you know, they're not sticking that close to the books. Does Sherlock marry Molly? That's a tongue twister. Sadly, not. They only marry in fan fiction. Which, yes, I read. Sherlock! Okay, this one kind of cheats at his. For N, this one kind of cheats at his. How does Sherlock not die? But I'm using it anyway. No. If you watched Empty House, you'll know that no one really knows, but Sherlock tells Anderson, and we think that's the truth, but we're not quite sure, so he jumped. No, he didn't jump. There was a corpse in the morgue that looked like Sherlock. They put that on the ground as a decoy, and then they knocked John out for a bit, and then they put and then Sherlock ran down the stairs, I think, and put a stress ball under his armpit because that cuts off your pulse apparently, and then he swapped places with the corpse so John could check his pulse, so that John would think Sherlock was dead. At least I'm pretty sure that's how he did it. Just watch the Empty House, people. Just watch the entire show, right? Does Sherlock only have 3 episodes? This is for O, obviously. Per season? Yes. But overall we have 10 episodes. I know that's not divisible by 3. We have 3 seasons, which have 3 episodes, that's 9 episodes. Then we have the New Year special, which is the 10th episode. And we'll soon be getting 3 more episodes at the start of 2017. Woohoo! We get to meet Baby Watson! And yes, this is me trying to remain calm while fangirling. I'm rubbish at it. P. Does Sherlock play violin? Yes, he does. He even composes on it. He composed a waltz for John and Mary's wedding. How romantic. I wonder if Ben actually plays. I don't know if Ben plays or if it's like sound recorded and Ben just mimes or something. I don't even know if that's. Why am I doing that? That's not how you play the violin. Nothing for Q. Does Sherlock really love Molly? No, only in fan fiction. But Molly really loves Sherlock. But that's his point. Does Sherlock sleep with Janine? They share a bed because he's trying to use her to get into her boss's office to destroy her boss. Just like Mary was using her as a friend to get into her boss's office to destroy her boss. That just gets used, basically, because her boss is Charles Augustus Magnuson. And yes, he's evil, in case you were wondering. So yes, they share a bed, but they don't sleep together if you catch my drift. Yeah. Does Sherlock take drugs? Yes, he is a reformed addict that still uses sometimes. He was even high on drugs for the most recent episode. The abominable bride all happened in his drug-induced mind. Watch it, people. It's amazing. Does Sherlock use drugs? Yes. Yes, he does. We don't know why, he just does. Nothing for V. Does Sherlock wear a wig? No. And neither does Benedict Cumberbatch. Does Benedict Cumberbatch wear a wig? If so, the answer is still no. There's no wigs in Sherlock. Well, unless you count the Abominable Bride, where they wear wigs to look like old-fashioned. Where Rupert Graves wears a wig and fake beard. But unless we count that, there were no wigs in Sherlock. Nothing for X, Y, and Z. So yeah, that is my first Google autofill. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do more, and if you do, if you've got any suggestions. And again, check out Super Carl and Brothers. Gonna put them down in the description. They're really amazing. I'm sure I've recommended them before, but I'm gonna do it again. They are just my favourite channel. If you like fan theories and this sort of thing, or just brothers being silly, you will love Super Carl and Brothers, people. And yes, I've stole my intro and exit thing from them as well. They're amazing. They're my inspiration. Awesome. Anyway, I'll see you in another vid. Followers.